Hi guys, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. It is currently 9:17. 9:17. Oh my god. I will tell you something. Today definitely was something else. I'm just so glad it's over. I'm off for the next 2 days, tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm very happy about that. I'm going to be getting some reading done. I'm going to work on my puzzle. I've been working for the past month because somehow the puzzle was bigger than my table. So I'll be doing that. And I'm also going to be reading on my Kindle. I'm going to be reading on this one because it's smaller and it won't fall off the table when I'm working on my puzzles. So very happy about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a wonderful 2 days, and I might get an entire book read in one day. I don't really know. Anyways, so it is time for the read wrap up for this week. I DNF'd the big book of the Masters of Horror because I realized this book is going to take me forever to read, and I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I can't do that. Plus, the stories, they weren't scary. They were not. I DNF'd that book. I deleted it off my Kindle. I didn't want it. Great news, though. So I pre-recorded my Kindle Basic 3-month review. Sorry, not 3 month, 3-week review, and my Kindle Paperwhite 2-week review. I gotta keep on remembering that one device is older than the other. So, but to let you all know. Oh no, I probably already mentioned it. Sorry. It's like I've had a long day, guys. I'm not repeating myself. In any of my videos, or try not to repeat myself in these videos. But let's get down to it. So I am now down to 2 books that were part of that 4-book pile. Yeah, 4-book pile. So yeah. So the first book I read this week was Death and Other Occupational Hazards by Veronica Dapunt. If I'm butchering your last name, I'm sorry. And this is just essentially, it is about death, and she goes on vacation, and somebody is trying to bring about the end of the world. Yeah, it did, in fact, enjoy that a lot. I think I gave this 5 stars. Then I finished on my Nook. I finished House of the Assassins. I gave that 3 stars. I don't think I took a picture of it to put on Bookstagram. But that was an okay book. It's definitely an okay book. I made it a point that after the 3rd book, or take it back, I am not going to read the 3rd book until later on in the year. I just need a break from his work and his world and all that type of stuff, because his work gave me a migraine, and I'm just, it kind of makes me not want to finish the series. It kind of does, because it gave me a migraine, and I'm not a fan of books that give me migraines. Had nothing to do with the device I was reading it on. It had everything to do with the content of the book. So I need a break from his world and migraines. Alright, then I finished Final Grade by R.L. Stine, and I think this is book 30 in the Fear Street series. If it is, dang, I've been reading a lot of Fear Street books. And it's about a girl called Lily who is a senior at Shadyside High, and she needs to get a high grade in this one class that's run by him. And it turns into a murder mystery where she has to clear her name and figure out who killed Graham. And the person that did it is a little bit shocking. Then on my um, Kindle, because I finished the first volume of Solo Leveling. I thought that was a really interesting one. I'm going to actually pick up volume 2, my last paycheck of the month. Um, um, Alright, see here. I read a lot of, oh dang, I read a lot of books this week. Um, yeah, I read The Cabin by Natasha Preston. That was a good book. Murder at Melrose Court. I think I borrowed number 2. I'm not exactly sure. Um, um, no, I did not borrow that. I'm going to have to borrow the second book. I'm actually going to get the second book next month. um, that takes place during the 1920s, at Christmas time. I really did like that one. The Postman Always Dies Twice is the second book in the uh, movie club mystery, and it's about this guy that dies, and everyone thinks he's the postman. He isn't. He's just some random guy. Enjoyed that one a lot as well. Scar in the Bone by Sophie Jordan is the second book. It's a sequel to A Fire in the Sky. Absolutely loved that book. I love the fact is that the action and the adventure is central to the book, not the romance, so that's really good. Bickering Birds by Mildred Abbott was another really good book I read on my Kindle. This is book 3. I've not yet acquired book 4. I got book 4 on my Kindle Unlimited. Let me see here, or did I go ahead and get it? Let me look. No, I don't. Savage Sourdough is still on my Kindle Unlimited. Okay, so I'm actually going to get that book. I'm going to acquire that book next week. Or maybe no, this week coming up, I'll acquire that book. The Asylum Confessions by Jack Steen. He puts himself in the book, which is different. I did enjoy that one. It's 4 patients who are on death's door. 2 women and 2 men. Darkness Unknown by Selena A. Can't pronounce her name. I gave that book 1 star. I absolutely did not like that book. Previous Confessions by Ruth Harzler. Second book in the series. That was a very easy read. I did enjoy that book a lot. And I love Mr. Crumbles. Mr. Crumbles is he's a great character. He once again saves our friend's life. So, yeah. This is a US Today bestseller series. So definitely pick it up if you want to. I read Secret of the Old Clock by Caroline Keene. This is the first book in the long-running Nancy Drew series, but this is the one that got out of public domain. Sorry. This is the one that got out of copyright and is in public domain. I did go ahead and acquire the second book in the series. Alright. Alright. And then I don't have it with me. I did a review of Want to Know a Secret by Freida McFadden. That's the cover of it. The ending was so, weird because I think she actually thinks that she killed her daughter, but her daughter most likely is alive. No idea. That one was creepy. That one was creepy. But I enjoyed it a lot because I'm getting the books on Kindle Unlimited, reading them, returning them, because I want to make way for the physical edition of the books that I already have. I am going to be getting the physical copy of all of the Freida McFadden books I've already read, and then putting them up, behind the wall there. Then the last one was You Will Be Mine by Natasha Preston. Sorry. I finished this about 30 minutes ago, maybe 45 minutes ago. And this is basically about this girl called, Leela, how you pronounce it? Sorry about that. And she is, she's going to spend 2 days with her friend. She's at university. And they're at this party and somebody dies and the police get involved. And they stay involved through the entirety of the story because the killer is going back and killing more people. And the person who's doing it is doing it for a very sick and twisted reason, and definitely not the person that you expect, not the person she expects. And it was just an interesting book. I really did, in fact, enjoy it. The next book that I'm going to be reading to start off the new week is going to be The Lost by Natasha Preston. This is a very creepy kind of book. Yeah. And this is basically about these girls are vanishing, and so Piper and Hazel decide to try to solve the mystery, and they end up in a secluded building in the middle of a privately owned forest. So we'll see what happens. Let's see how many chapters are. There's 41 chapters in this book. So typically the chapters are pretty short. So I'm going to probably read 20 chapters tomorrow, and then I'll just finish the book on Tuesday. So that will leave me with one more book, and then that will be it. I will be done with that pile of books, and then I will start on my big book, my big thick book, and that is going to probably make up the rest of the month, because it's a book that I have been hearing all the great things about. And I wanted to spend the entire rest of the month just reading that book and, just take my time with it and everything. And then once I'm done with that book, then I will go back to reading like 4 or 5 books, which will probably, if it takes me until the end of the month to finish the chunker, oh man, then it just does. Then it just does. Alright, so that is my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.